nice intrusive related system there. You know, it's got gold, it's got silver, tellurium, bismuth, moly, undocumented cyanite. No one's ever drilled there. There's no showings. Yeah, we hit a good one there. Absolutely.
All right, guys, welcome back. Season 2, episode 2, but I actually think this is really like episode 1 because this is what we're all here for, is the results. I'm in Vancouver right now. We just finished closing. $12.7 million is coming into the bank. A lot of people don't appreciate necessarily how much work and how much time goes into this. I was doing hundreds of meetings during that last month. I was in Munich. I was all over the place, Beaver Creek. So there was a lot of effort that went into it. And that's just what I did. But behind the scenes, our team has been doing a ton of work to put all the paperwork and everything else in place. And that takes time. And so we're taking a minute here in Vancouver to celebrate. I got the ladies out to basically thank them for all of their hard work. But we're beyond thrilled with filling the accounts and being able to get back to work because we had some incredible results from that drilling. The big hits are one thing. So those copper hits are absolutely incredible. And I'm going to let the guys talk about everything, run through everything. But what I'm the most excited about is that we made 2 additional discoveries. So 2 sets of holes hit in the cyanite that no one has ever seen before. And that to me is what's most thrilling about this. It is so fucking exciting that we are on to something completely new. So I'm going to let the guys take it away from here because they can talk rocks far better than I can. But we're thrilled to be able to put this money to good work on an incredible project. So take it away, guys.
All right. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 2. We are discussing results of our drill program from the summer. It was a small drill program, only 1,700 meters, over 10 holes. But very successful. We wanted to look at that mineralization at the Winnie and pull out some excellent massive sulfide intersections. We wanted to drill the cyanites because, when Drake and I were in there channel sampling, lots of quartz veining, some chalcopyrite mineralization, some nice critical mineral associations. So we drilled that, and that is exciting because no one has really looked at this deposit model yet, treating sort of the Winnie as a VMS. We're treating it as an intrusion-related deposit, and we are getting some fantastic results. Drakey.
Yeah, so just to talk a bit about those results, hole 28, which was our first hole of the program, that went just to about 10 meters to the right of the Winnie discovery hole back in '89. And we pulled out 27 meters at 1.27 copper equivalent, which is excellent. And then within there, we had some really high-grade intercepts, up to 18% zinc, a couple percent copper, a little bit of gold, and then ounces per ton of silver. And then in hole 34, 35, and 36, that kind of repeated. So we had similar grades, and we hit massive sulfides in all of those holes. So that was really exciting. Hole 34, we got 36.5 meters at 1.03 copper equivalent, hole 35, 31 meters at 1.22, and then hole 36, we got 32 meters at 0.93 copper equivalent, and that's including an interval of 4.7 meters with 4.02 copper equivalent. So pretty spectacular grades there.
Yeah, well, the massive sulfide, semi-massive sulfide, number one, nice and close to the surface. It started at the beginning of the hole. We could see it was high grade. You can see the chalcopyrite and the sphalerite in the core. It just helped us to prove the nature and significance of the Winnie mineralization there. So,
like, another observation we made was that the chalcopyrite was actually cutting the magnetite, which means we have a pretty long-lived system. So that's a really good indicator and a good clue for this area and a really good takeaway. We also have multiple generations of quartz veining, all of which actually have chalcopyrite in them. And then we went up to about a 2 kilometer step out into a soil and geophysical anomaly. And that's where we intersected the cyanite. The point of it was really to get a contact for the Winnie Pluton itself between the mafic volcanics and the Pluton, but it was actually just all cyanite in that hole, which was a surprise, but a good surprise because near the bottom of it, we intersected a really nice looking quartz vein with stylitic moly, and there was gold in there, which is the first time gold has ever been found in that cyanite. So that's super exciting. And it also opens up a whole window where we didn't realize cyanite was, and we know it's mineralized. So there's a lot of work to be done here, but there's a lot of upside potential.
Yeah, it was exciting to see the cyanite there because it wasn't mapped. Yeah, so we're thinking, man, there's more cyanites around that Pluton. Whether it's some sort of pulse or phase or separate intrusive related, body. We haven't figured that out yet, but just the fact that it wasn't granite, there's cyanite there is a big deal.
Yeah, we made a cyanite discovery in a camp that's known for mineralized cyanites.
Yeah. There should be more of those things. Now that we're treating it related to the Pluton and the Winnie Stock and the cyanites, so we've got lots of blue sky potential.
Absolutely, yeah, because this was one of those geophysical soil fingerprints that we kind of theorized that would have some mineralization in it, and there's so many around the Pluton to test now, so it's a really good thing.
To go out there and drill something that Drake and I came up with and be successful, it's a big win. It feels good.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better. The next steps for us, now that we got the money in the bank, is to really explore the perimeter of the Pluton, but to do that we have a few extra tools. So we talked about the heli-MT survey that we're getting flown in the fall. We're waiting results on that, and we think that's going to be a really, really key piece of data for us to see at depth what's going on here. It'll help us understand the architecture of the Pluton and kind of give us some vectoring and drilling, and then take all that information in and then just systematically work around the Pluton from all the targets that we're going to get from that and already have, and test them all.
The heli-MT did pick up Winnie, which is good. So now we have sort of a fingerprint and a response to the MT survey that shows Winnie, and we've seen some of the preliminary stuff, and we're very excited about other things we see around the Pluton. So listen, we have some great results. We've got an MT survey. We've got a nice a working hypothesis of what's happening around there. We're going to drag the drills out there and start drilling. We're going to keep you updated on this exciting progress that's coming along. And I hope you are there for the ride, because things are going to happen and it's going to look good.
All right. So the guys summed that up really well. What it comes down to is we have a lot of data. We have the MT survey coming back. We got the preliminary data for that, and it's very interesting. Can't wait for the final product. Basically distilling down that geochemistry, looking at the geophysics, looking at the MT survey, and we're getting back to work almost immediately. So the drills, we've already got our tenders out, permits are already in place, First Nations are on board, we're ready to go on this drill program. And so that's what's coming up next, is we're going to get right back to it, exploring this thing to figure out exactly how big it is and how much there is there. So next time you see us, we might be at a drill site.